Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna go over some questions in your chapter 7 quiz. All right, so first question, we have a graph over here. So if the price for the good is $50, then consumer surplus is how much? All right, so when you guys do a problem like this, the first thing you will do is draw the price line. So price is 50, gonna draw the price line over here. This is the price. And to find consumer surplus, this is always below the demand curve and above the price line. Okay, so demand curve is this little weird looking staircase over here. So to find this type of demand curve, the consumer surpluses, you wouldn't be able to do the triangle formula. But for this, we're gonna do it individual step by step. So each step is a consumer's WTP. So that's the consumer's maximum price they're willing to pay for. So to find the consumer surplus, the formula is your WTP minus the price. That is our consumer surplus. So for our first step, for the first consumer, his WTP is 300, and then price is 50. So his consumer surplus will be this area right here. So for the first person we have, that will be 300 minus 50. That will be a 250. Okay. Come on, let me write it better. So 250. I can do this. Let's zoom in. Oh, that's much better. All right. So for the first consumer is 250, and then for the second consumer, his WTP is at 250, and then price is 50. So the difference here is 200. That is it. That is his consumer surplus. And then for the next person, his WTP is 1. Oh, why is so big? Smaller. All right, that's still big. All right, one more size down. Okay, so his WTP is 150, and then price again is 50. So difference here is going to be 100. That is his consumer surplus. And then for the last person we have, his WTP is 100. His price is 50. The difference is 50. All right, so you have 4 consumers here who buy this good, and each person have a different consumer surplus. And then to find the answer, just add up everything all together. Okay, so 250 plus 200 plus 100 plus 50. The final answer should be 600, and that is our answer. Okay. All right. So next question. So if the price for the product is $110, then who will be willing to purchase the product? All right, so guys, remember this WTP, the willingness to pay, that is the maximum price consumers are willing to pay for the good. So which means when the price is less than WTP, we buy it. But when the price is more than the willingness to pay, so it's too expensive, then we don't buy it, okay? So this, just by simple comparison, you will see who is able to buy this good and who won't buy it at all because it's too expensive. So when the price is 110, Kelvin will buy it because his WTP is 150. So Kelvin is willing to pay $150, but the price is only $110, so it's pretty cheap. He will buy it. Sam will buy it too because he's willing to pay $135 and the price only $110. Andrew will buy this as well. Again, he's willing to pay $120. So that's his maximum he will pay, and the price only $110, so it's below his WTP, so he'll buy this good. But for Lori wouldn't buy this good because for Lori, the maximum price she will pay is only $100, but the price here is $110. So for Lori here is too expensive, so she wouldn't pay. So the answer is going to be C over here. So Sam, Kelvin, Andrew. All right. Okay. So next one. If the market price for orange is 70 cents, then the market quantity for orange demanded per day is how many? All right, so we have 3 different consumers here. So Allison, Bob, and then Charisse. So each person depends on which orange they buy. Their preference a little lower, and then this is the case for most consumers. So imagine that you want to buy oranges, and then your first orange you probably like a lot. You're going to pay a little higher price for it. But as the more orange you have, the less desirable it become, right? So imagine you're forced to eat 200 orange per day. Well, that's not good, right? Nobody want to do that. So your happiness for an additional consumption will go down. So over here is represented by our WTP. So for each consumer, their WTP is decreasing as the more and more orange they're consuming. So for the first orange, I like it, I'll pay money for it. But for the second one, I already had one before. So for the second one, I might buy it, but I don't want to pay that much money anymore, right? So that's why your WTP is going down. So for Allison, her first WTP is $2, and second orange is going to be $1.50, and then third orange is 75 cents. Okay, so when the price is 70, will Allison buy the first orange? She will, right? Because her WTP is $2 and then price is only 70 cents. So she will buy the first orange. Let me circle this. All right, so will she buy the second orange? She will again because her WTP is $1.50 and then price only 70 cents. Will she buy the third orange? And the answer is yes, right? Because she's willing to pay 75 cents and then price only 70 cents. Now let's look at Bob. So for Bob, his first WTP is $1.50. So he'll buy the first orange. He will buy the second orange. But for the third orange, this is too expensive, right? Because he's willing to pay only 60 cents and then price for it is 70 cents. So too expensive, he wouldn't buy. Now next, let's look at Cherise. So again, for the first orange, she'll buy it because she's willing to pay 75 cents, but the price is 70, so she'll buy the good. But for the second orange, she's willing to pay only 25 cents, but the price is 70, so price is too high, so she wouldn't buy the second and the third orange. So how many total orange do we have? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So answer is 6. Okay. All right. Next question. So the market quantity for orange demanded per day is exactly 7 oranges. If the price of orange, so looking for the range of the price, okay? So the exactly 7 orange per day. Now we're gonna rank our consumer preference here. We're gonna see who will buy the first orange, who will buy the second orange, and who will buy the third orange. So so let's suppose we have this orange market and it's going through an auction. Like eBay, right? So every orange we just suppose that this orange market is going through an eBay process. That every orange is bid by different consumers. So the person getting the first orange will be our Allison here because she's going to pay the highest price for the first orange. Let me write it down. So first orange. Now for the second and third orange, that will be between Bob and Allison because they will need to pay the same price. And then for the fourth orange, that will be Bob again. For the second orange, he will buy. He's going to pay $1. For the fifth and sixth orange, that will be somewhere between Cherise, her first orange. Or this will be number 5. Number 5 now. And Allison, she will buy number 6. And then for the seventh orange, that will go to Bob, which he will pay, 60 cents. And for the eighth orange, that will go to Cherise. So this is 8, and then last one $9, or the last orange. All right, so we're looking for exactly 7. So for something to be exactly 7, it has to be more expensive than 25 cents and cheaper than 60 cents. Now, if the price is, let's say the price is more than 60 cents. So if the price is more than 60 cents, so let's suppose the price is 65 cents. Then Bob wouldn't buy the third orange, and then we're going to only end up with 6 oranges in the market. But if the price is 55 cents instead, then we're going to have 7 orange consumption here. But if it's too low, when the price goes below 25 cents, so let's say the price is only 10 cents for each orange, then we're going to overconsume. That means Cherise will buy her second orange. We're going to have a total of 8 orange in the market, but we're looking for 7, right? So the price has to be between 60 cents and then 25 cents. So the answer is going to be the last one, D. Okay. All right. Last question. So if the price for the product is $135, then the total consumer surplus is how much? All right. So one more time, the consumer surplus, that's your WTP minus the price of the good. That's your consumer surplus. So we're gonna go do this for each consumer. Okay, so for Calvin, his WTP is $150. the price is 135. So for Kelvin, his so let's say Kelvin's consumer surplus. It's supposed to be an S. Terrible handwriting. So this would be 115. His WTP minus the price of 135. Then Kelvin's gonna have $15 consumer surplus. And then for next person, Sam. So Sam's consumer surplus would be so WTP 135, price is 135, and then he will have 0 consumer surplus. So he's breaking even. Now for Andrew wouldn't buy the good because for Andrew, his WTP is only 120, but the price is 135. So again, price more than your WTP, we don't buy. Okay, and then Lori again, just like Andrew, her WTP is 100, price is 135. She wouldn't buy either. So only 2 consumers will buy this good. Kelvin get $15 consumer surplus. Sam get nothing. So add it together. Your answer should be $15 consumer surplus. Okay. All right, guys. Also remember, you will never see any negative consumer surplus because the lowest possible is 0. Because for consumers, our decision-making process is this: that if your price is less than WTP, we buy this, and you're gonna have a positive. You're gonna have a positive consumer surplus in the process. But if your price is more than WTP, you don't buy this. And if you don't buy, your consumer surplus is nothing. Okay, you don't get any consumer surpluses. So there's never any negative consumer surplus. All right, guys. So that's it for chapter 7. Have any question? Let me know. Okay. All right. Good luck. Bye bye.